The Japanese Type 38 long rifle in the caliber 6.5 by 50 Arisaka or Japanese. As far as the history of Japanese rifles go, I'll give you a basic rundown of it. You can look up the finer points and the details online. The Type 38, the Japanese named their guns or gave them a type or model number from the year of the reign of the emperor or something. So basically, being a Type 38, it was designed or adopted in the 38th year of the reign of an emperor, or however they did that. Prior to this, the Japanese, when they went from a black powder cartridge, metallic cartridge, I think was the Type 18. There was the Type 30, which is very similar to this gun, and another version, and it came in a rifle and a carbine. It looks kind of similar, but there's some differences. I don't have a Type 30 now, but when I do, I'll do a side-by-side comparison. Then there was a modification, which was the Type 35. A lot of these guns were exported to Type 35s, used by the British Army in World War I. And then they developed the Type 38 in both a rifle and carbine version. This is the rifle version. And I think the Type 38s, I'm not sure. You could go online and look up the history of these guns. There's a lot of websites. But I believe the Type 38 was the first one to use the dust cover. And I have a dust cover on this one. I actually took it from another rifle. But I'll set this up. In this video, we're basically going to just do an overview of the gun. I'll show you the features. And that's why it's going to be part one. And I'll make another video where I actually shoot the rifle. Japanese rifles, or the Japanese in general, used to always look around globally, see something they like, and copy it. So I guess they had a general, Arsaka, or Arsaka, however you pronounce his name, that designed this gun. And basically it's a modified Mauser bolt-action rifle. It's modified after one of the earlier types, not the 98, like the 91 or 93. And because it cocks on the closing. Another feature is this dust cover. I took this off another example, put it on there to show you. You usually don't find them, and the reason is because the Japanese soldiers hated them. And why? You know, made a hell of a lot of noise. I mean, it's a nice feature, keeps the action closed, but in a tropical environment this could rust or whatever. And that just rides along with the bolt in a little milled slot there. And it's got a hold, you know, when the last round's fired, holds open. So, and it also uses the Mauser stripper clip system of loading, which I have an original stripper clip and ammo that one of my great uncles brought home from the war. I guess he had the uniform and that, but in the end the only thing I ended up with is the stripper clip of ammo. And you load it just like the Mauser. It's got the grooves milled into the receiver. And it's the same way you load any Mauser style gun. Get that in there. And just with your thumb, push it down. And that's it. So it uses the Mauser bolt, the Mauser stripper clip system. The dust cover is kind of their own invention. And another feature, we'll use it. As you look down here on the trigger guard, there's a little button here. And what that does is when you press it, you can unload the gun. The floor plate, follower, and spring comes out. Right out through there. And I see a lot of these guns, that's how you find them. With this, both the rifles and the carbines. Actually, I was at a gun show, a guy had a carbine, this is all missing. So, a lot of people, you know, will look around, look at the gun. Oh, gee, it's a neat old gun. What does that little button down in there do? And you go press it, and then... So you will find a lot of them with that all missing in it. Clear the weapon? Okay. The gun also has, to remove the bolt, uses the same system as the Mauser. Pull this lever on your little thing back here, just like on a Mauser rifle, and you get the bolt off. Okay? And there you got your bolt, which is similar to a Mauser design, actually a modified design. The only real nice thing about Japanese rifles is the bolts disassemble fairly easily. You take the safety knob, put it in, turn it clockwise. This piece comes out, and it's just, there's your springs inside there. There it goes. You got your spring, firing pin. Assemble it. Basically, slide it all back in. Now there's a tab right there, tab that you have to kind of line up with the firing pin goes into this position, and there's a slot in there where that tab lines up, and you just line it up, press it in, and then rotate it back. And there you go, and that's the safety knob. How that works, put it in here, and then you just push it back in to get the bolt in. If the floor plate was in there, it would hang up on the floor plate. And also, all the Japanese rifles, 38s, 39s, they cock, they grab the sear, you'll feel that pressure on the closing of the bolt. Okay, so it's just like the Enfields and the early Mausers. Now this safety knob here, and the 38's got like a little like protrusion there, which on the Type 99s and X model, that's gone. You just press that, rotate it clockwise, and the gun isn't safe. You reach up, press it in, rotate it counterclockwise, make sure we're not loaded, and the gun fires. As your basic flip-up sight system with a ladder and a V-notch. So it's pretty basic, like most weapons of the time. The workmanship and quality on these is excellent. It has a blued finish. The wood on this particular example is nice. Comes up like the early style guns with half a hand guard and then, you know, exposed with your bayonet lug, cleaning rod, and your blade front sight that's you can drift the windage. And that's about it. It's a pretty basic gun. You could look up a lot of this online and get more detailed information. Basically, that's how the gun operates. I'll also show you how to put, now that you got the bolt off, how to get it back on with the dust cover. As you see here, there's a little tiny milled slot along the left side of the receiver. I don't know if you can see it or not. But with the dust cover, there's a lip here on this side. And basically that's what that dust cover rides in, is that slot. Okay. There isn't one on the right side. It goes on the left side and rides in that slot. So when you're getting the bolt on, and this can be tricky, all this does is drop over the bolt handle, like that. You get the gun, setting. Get it so you can see it. And you just kind of get the bolt started, get that lip started in that groove. Extractor moved on me. You get it started in there, get this down on there, and you just get that started in the groove, and then it'll kind of glide itself right on. I got it on there right. Ah, there is another groove. You can't see it on the right side. That's where you engage. So there, I'm taking it back. There are two grooves. You have to make sure that you slide over the bolt. You get both sides of the, which, see now it's engaged. The other way was rocking. It didn't engage that lip on the bottom. It's underneath the wood where you can't see it. And there you go. That's your Type 38. If you want some more pictures or a closer view of it or something, please ask, and I'll make some videos where I take it out, fire it for accuracy, and show you the results of that, and then load some ammunition for it. Okay.